Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Welcome back to ChortleCast.
I'm going to make you do that every time. That was awesome. Yeah, it was. It was great.
Okay, that's our new jingle.
Back to ChortleCast.
That's going to be our intro from now on.
It is. Do it again.
No.
Yeah.
It's not a command thing. It just has to
Fine.
come.
Anyway, welcome back to ChortleCast. I'm Jake.
And I'm Brody.
Can you sing your voice?
And I'm Brody.
Nice. This is ChortleCast. This is our platform to talk about video games, TV, movies, anime, whatever the crap we want to talk about. But today, we're talking about E3,
Baby.
which is this weekend.
Yeah.
Literally starts, I think tomorrow. Yeah, E3, EA is doing something on Saturday.
It started. Okay, I thought it started Sunday.
No,
Is it the
EA,
PC show
EA is doing
Saturday?
something Friday.
Or is
I
it
think
Sunday?
technically EA is like a pre-real E3 show, but yeah, it's starting Saturday. So, anywho,
EA.
we're going to talk about basically the schedule of E3. We're going to talk about what we're doing to cover and talk about E3. We're going to talk about some news that has come out and things that are not going to be at E3. And then we're going to talk about some predictions we have and some hopes that we have and some dreams that we have, all regarding E3. So this is an E3 show. And full disclosure, we are actually filming this early. So there may be something we say that has been disproven, or some news that came out later. But anyway, just full disclosure there.
Yeah.
So,
We're just closing it now.
we are very honest people.
While we are also wearing the same clothes.
We are
as
honest.
last
We should have
podcast.
switched shirts. That would have been funny.
That would have been
Oh,
a
well.
good visual gag.
Oh well, we suck at gags. That's why we're a comedy channel. People laugh at us, not with us.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, let's just dive right in. So, first off, I can't believe E3 is this close. I mean, we're filming this early, and I feel like it's close. But as you people are watching, it's literally tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So to kick off, again, I think EA is technically they do their own thing, that EA Play thing. So I think theirs is technically an early conference, but they're going to knock that off at Saturday the 10th at 12 p.m. They're going to kick off the whole conference there. Microsoft Sunday the 11th at 2 p.m. We're actually going to live stream their conference and give you our reactions. It may be a different level of quality than normal, but we're going to try to do that and just get our reactions out as quickly as possible. So look forward to that. Bethesda, also Sunday at 9 p.m.
I heard Bethesda's is going to be good.
I think it should be, and we can talk about it. We can go down the list and talk about what we think is going to happen. But there's a PC game conference. I'm not sure who's running that. I don't know if there's a certain group that's in charge of that. But that's Monday at 12 a.m. Then Ubisoft is going to be Monday the 12th at 1 p.m. And then Sony is Monday at 6 p.m. We will also be live streaming that one. And then Nintendo on Tuesday is going to have their E3 Nintendo Direct, or whatever they want to call it, at 9 a.m. So early that morning. And then that's it so far, as we know. There's one other conference that I saw that had a slot that does not have like a time on it. It may be Tuesday, but the name wasn't really recognizable for me. So anywho, that's the schedule. Very exciting. But we hopefully are going to be able to cover a little bit and jump in on it. And obviously the Thursday, or the podcast following E3, we'll kind of break down some stuff. I'm sure by that point, a lot of even more news will come out about things that were announced at E3, that sort of thing. So should be exciting. Should be really good. I'm going to dive into some. I've got two news stories that, as of right now, are some things that we know definitely won't be at E3. Number one is Shenmue 3. Are you upset about that at all?
No.
Does anyone really care about Shenmue?
I don't know if it's like a meme or like...
I feel like it's a joke. Like, every time people get upset about it, I feel like it's just a thing. Like, it's just a
I never
gag.
played
It's
the
not
original
really...
ones.
I've seen people play the original ones. like to talk about how bad it is, but I really don't know. I've never played it, so I don't know if
Isn't all it really is kind of like a life simulator?
Yeah, a little bit. There's a mystery that you're trying to solve, but yeah, you spend a lot of time doing jobs and
like you
and
drive
walking
a
around.
forklift and stuff.
You have to actually like ask for directions around town. Unless you just memorize where you are or whatever, but yeah, it's very weird. It's fighting. There's some fighting in it, but I don't know. If you like it, kudos to you. I just explain it to me because I don't know. I never know if it's a gag or what. But anyway, Shenmue 3 is not going to be at E3 this year. So, sorry.
If you're looking forward to it. Sorry
about that. Now, this really will upset you. This is kind of relates to E3, but Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Square Enix is basically saying they're 3 years away, at least. Which may mean we won't see it at E3.
Mm-hmm. I'd expect to at least see like a little tiny trailer.
I hope to see something. I think it was 2015, we saw a lot of, I say a lot, we saw like a trailer with some gameplay of Kingdom Hearts 3. And it was really great. Then 16, we didn't see anything. Maybe we got that I think we got that shot of the younger characters, the younger Xehanort playing chess with, I forget the other good character's name.
Maybe.
I think we saw that, but that was really relating more towards the remake, update, HD remake stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Final Fantasy VII, though, is apparently their development has kind of gotten wonky. They had another developer working on it or team working on it, and it's now kind of gone back into a Square Enix core team development cycle or something like that.
Weird.
And they were like, yeah, it's just way off. So it stinks because we've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts for almost...
We joked about it as kids.
I mean, yeah. Well, we joked that we would be 21 when it came out. I'm now 24.
This was back when we were
we're
in
talking,
6th grade.
We're talking 3 more years. I could be 30, Brody. I could be 30 before this game comes out. 27 is my best hope of playing Kingdom Hearts when I'm 27. I started that game when I was 12 or something.
That's so crazy. I can't believe it's been that long.
I'm sorry. I'm having like
What
an
if you like went back
existential
in time
crisis.
to like your 12-year-old self and you're just like...
Stop while you're ahead.
No, and he's just like, how's the new Kingdom Hearts? And you're just like, you grab him by the shoulders and you start shaking him and you're like, it's not out yet.
It hasn't happened yet, but I promise it's amazing. Yeah, anyway, that's all the news that I have, really. So we can kind of dive from there into predictions. You want to just take this show by show, and maybe that might be an easier way to talk about it.
Sure.
What are you expecting from EA? I don't even, other than sports games, I forget what they make.
Maybe some Titanfall 2.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Like an update or something?
Maybe. I know they had like a big update recently, but maybe something from that. They had Mirror's Edge, but from what I heard, the second game bombed pretty hard.
It didn't do very well.
There's probably some other games that EA made that I've played before. I know they're like, I don't know. I don't have a lot that I'm expecting out of the
EA.
I would guess like new sports games, sports ball games.
I mean, I know they do other things, but that's what I think of them as. So I can't think
definitely.
of any that are really going to come out. Microsoft. It's been confirmed we are going to hear about Project Scorpio.
Okay.
And I would not be surprised
if that took up the majority.
If that took up the majority of their conference. And I think that is a horrible, horrible move.
I feel like the reason people even watch E3 is like...
to hear about the games that they're going to play in 15 years.
If they talk about Scorpio or whatever it is, I wouldn't mind hearing about it for like maybe like 20 minutes or 30 minutes.
That's the problem though. I mean, I agree with you. So we've said this several times on this podcast. We don't care about the specs as much as we care about what we're going to be able to play using those specs. So it's going to frustrate me if that is all they talk about.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, Microsoft is losing right now. Sure, Scorpio may be like the next level gaming system, and it may be, and that may be important to a couple people, but I don't think it's going to be important majoritarily.
Yeah.
Because exclusives, we've seen time and time again, are what get people to a side. Mm-hmm. What exclusives do they have anymore?
Sony, I feel like it's just always had better exclusives. Like,
Sony,
even I used to have an Xbox, so I guess I still kind of have it. I just never play it.
Right.
But back in high school, like, Xbox 360 used to be the thing that me and all my friends played. And it's like, they had Gears and Halo.
Do they still have Halo?
Halo.
They do have Fable.
I think Halo's done.
That would be great if they announced a new Fable. I'd be all about that.
Fable would be cool, but Lionhead Studios like gone.
Yeah.
So
I think we're going to see Microsoft talk about Project Scorpio. Mm-hmm. I'm sure they're going to talk about other things, but unless they're talking about exclusives, I'm really not sure how they're going to do in the future.
I want to see more Cuphead.
I think that's going to be a Sony thing, don't you? Or is that a Microsoft-based thing?
I think Microsoft PC exclusive.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can play it on a Sony.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, look it up real quick.
On a Sony.
On a Sony.
Let me just play this game on my Sony console.
This kind of leans into more hopes, but I hope we hear something about Scalebound. I hope they come back and say, we are so sorry that we ruined our careers by canceling this game. We've renewed it. I mean, really, like, that was such an upset. And I was thinking about it. I can't remember if it was 15 or 16. They're kind of blurring together. But at E3, one of those years, I mean, they were basically talking like Scalebound was going to be their big game of 2017. And then they canceled it. So I would love, again, this is a hope, not a real prediction. I would love to see something come back out of Scalebound, but who knows?
Yeah,
Did you find out?
Yeah, Cuphead is exclusive to Xbox One and PC.
Well, okay, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot then.
But
I could have sworn. Did it like come out to Sony later? I'm an idiot then.
I'm excited to see if they even bring it up there.
It's possible we could hear more about Gwent in the Microsoft show. In fact, I think that's where they talked about it last time, because Xbox had the first in the private beta.
Yeah.
Sony didn't have anything in the private beta.
No, they didn't have anything to open.
If they make that an exclusive, I'm going to cry.
They won't.
They
wouldn't be doing beta on PlayStation.
I know. But that was a nightmare moment for me. So just give me a moment to recover.
Sorry.
But I could believe that we'd hear more about that in the Microsoft show. But anyway,
besides that, maybe another Gears game. I haven't kept up with Gears in forever. I don't even remember when the last Gears of War even came out.
Let's talk about Bethesda then.
Okay.
What are we expecting? I'm thinking we'll hear a new Elder Scrolls announcement.
That would be ideal to me.
I mean, it's the next in the cycle.
It is.
Based off their history.
Have they done all the DLC for Fallout yet?
You know, I don't know that they have finished, but I haven't heard about it in a while.
I think I've heard about one thing that came out.
I think it was last E3 that they announced, like, maybe it was 2 or 3 packs, if you want to call them that have come out. I think they all have come out by this point.
Right.
They all came out really close after that last E3.
I would hope that they talk about Elder Scrolls. And if they talk about Elder Scrolls, I hope that they just completely revamp, like, the way combat's done.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a better combat system. And same with Fallout. I mean, Fallout, at least it's mostly shooting. But I would much rather.
I think that's the thing that, like, those series suffer with the most for me. It's just the combat. It's just bleh.
Well, and especially with Elder Scrolls and Skyrim, just that's a lot more important than in Fallout. I mean, Fallout, it's just you're a shooter. It's fine. Like, it works well enough. But what's the other game they make? I feel like there's a third one that they just started that's like a big series for them. Dishonored. That's what I was trying to think of. You think we might see some DLC for Dishonored 2?
Maybe.
Some updates for that?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I think I kind of heard that one didn't do too well either.
No. I mean, it was good. We played it, but I think I actually took mine back before I beat it because I just knew I wasn't going to have time to get back into it. It was good. It was fine. It was, return to roots, but, whatever. I imagine Skyrim will be the big, or not Skyrim, but Elder Scrolls will be the big talk for them. Or they could drop some new IP. That would be really cool. New IP is what I really like to see.
I always like new IP.
Me too.
Unless it sucks.
All right, let's talk about Ubisoft. They actually announced, or did like a trailer today that talked about like all the stuff that they've got coming out. It was really fun. It was, I won't say really funny, but it was kind of cheesy but funny. They had like two guys and they were talking to somebody. I assume he's like the CEO of Ubisoft or some big wig. And they're like, all right, we've put together a teaser for E3, but there's a lot of things we don't want to like leak. So I'm not sure how good it's gonna be, but just watch it. And so the guy plays it, and it starts with like some footage of E3, and then it cuts to black and it says insert footage of, or it says conference exclusive footage removed, and then it plays something else, and then it's like content exclusive footage removed, and then I think it plays it played some of the new Far Cry, and it says content removed or whatever. What's another big game that they have? I can't think of what the other one was. There was one though early on that it was a black and it said new IP announcement footage removed. So it looks like we're gonna see some new IP from Ubisoft, which is exciting.
Yeah.
But most of it was like conference exclusive, so I don't know. Ubisoft's last year was really fun. Like they had some big name actress host, and it was kind of fun. Maybe, I don't know, but it was like all fun. It was mostly about Watch Dogs. So, but it looks like we'll have some Far Cry talk. We'll talk about Far Cry 5. Probably see more of that. Maybe a gameplay trailer or two.
Yeah, AC probably.
I'd be curious to see if we're gonna see the
Assassin's Creed.
Right. We'll hopefully see Assassin's Creed announcement. I'd love to see a trailer for that. That this is the time for them to fully announce that. And surely with all these leaks coming out right now, that's all lining up, right?
Yeah, maybe some Just Dance, because for some reason
that's one of their biggest.
E3.
That's one of their biggest series. I don't know how, but it is.
It's so insane. Like every E3, it's just Dance.
Do you think we'll see Mario Magic Rabbids Kingdom?
Maybe like
or whatever they're calling that
a little bit
at
of a
Ubisoft, or will that be at Nintendo? I feel like it needs to. I want it to be at Ubisoft because I don't want it to take up any time at Nintendo. But I
would
don't
assume maybe Ubisoft.
Is that going to be their new IP? Surely not. I don't think it would be.
I don't know.
I'd be shocked. I'd be just flabbergasted and mad if that was it. But anyway,
I thought you were gonna keep throwing out bigger words.
I'll be flanoogled.
I'll be perturbed.
I'll be perturbed. Any other predictions or thoughts on Ubisoft?
Not really.
I hope we see Assassin's Creed. That should be a big part of theirs.
Yeah.
That and Far Cry 5. That's what we need to
Yeah.
see. I'm really curious about this new IP, though.
Hopefully it's not Rabbids.
Anyway. Okay, Sony, Monday night.
Big one for
The
me.
big one. They always have a great E3 show. I think like 2015 and on, and even before then, they've just knocked it out of the park. But they have a great formula. They show us freaking games. It's
I think
just
that's what it was last
game
year. Yeah.
Game after game. They had the orchestra last year. That was cool.
And it's
I
like
really
they
liked
just
that.
showed games the whole time.
They freaking opened with God of War, or as I'm calling it, God of Thor. That was a huge open. So I don't know what we're gonna see.
I think so. Let's think of Sony. Let's see. I think there's gonna be God of War stuff.
Yeah.
God of War 3, 4. I don't know which one this
I
is.
don't know what it's called.
4, I think.
I don't think we're gonna see any Horizon Zero Dawn unless it's some DLC.
I hope we see some DLC.
I hope we do.
One I was gonna say.
I hope we do. I don't know that we'll see any. We won't see Horizon Zero Dawn 2 or anything like
I
that.
don't think so.
We might get an update on Last of Us 2. Maybe.
That'd be cool.
I mean, when he announced that, what was that? At PSX or something like that?
It may have been.
Something like that. When they announced that, I mean, he came on stage saying like, this is very, very early. They pushed very hard to get this preview ready for you today.
Yeah.
But he was just like, this is early. This is early.
That'd be very cool to see a little bit more of that.
What about Death Stranding? Will we see that here or will we see that at Microsoft?
No, Sony.
At Sony?
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Kojima's.
I mean, they had
part of
Kojima
Sony
walk
now.
down the stairway to heaven from heaven in the last show. So
Yeah, Kojima's part of Sony now.
Okay.
So,
You think surely we'll see an update there?
I
I mean, we've
think we
seen
might
enough
see
stuff
something.
without a conference. Surely at the conference they'll show something.
I hope to see another From Software. They do Dark Souls and Bloodborne.
You want a Bloodborne 2? Is that what you're saying?
I would like a Bloodborne 2. That'd be very cool. I'd
That would
love
be
it.
exciting. That would make the show for you.
Yeah, they won't. Or there may be Dark Souls stuff that comes out, but
Dark Souls 3 just came
was
out
the last one
fairly
Yeah,
recently.
it came out last year.
Last year, yeah.
But that was the last one, or at least the last one that Miyazaki's gonna make.
Gotcha. What about Spider-Man? Do you think we'll see anything new?
Yes.
That was like a closing.
Yeah, I think we'll see
last
something
year.
from Spider-Man.
You think we'll
Which
see like a
is
gameplay trailer?
Insomniac Games.
Insomniac's doing that.
So I hope to see something from that.
Can I say a hope?
Infamous?
Infamous.
I hope we see something from Infamous.
I
We haven't seen anything.
I would love for them to announce a new Infamous.
I would too.
That would be.
Although, from the last thing I
great.
heard, the new thing that Sucker Punch was doing was like a new IP.
I bet we will have some sort of new IP announced with Sony's.
They'll probably say some more
think
about.
honestly, I think Microsoft is going to have some new IP. They have to because
they'll
they
probably
need
talk
it.
about that pirate game. Microsoft, not Sony.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Thieves something. I don't remember what it was.
Sea of Thieves. That's it.
They'll probably talk about that at Microsoft's. Another good one. What was I thinking?
We might see some Kingdom Hearts at this, but I doubt. The Square Enix has a conference, but they don't. They usually do. Have they backed out this year? I guess they have. I didn't see it on the schedule.
Maybe so.
Well, they might be split between.
I hope they'll talk about some Nier Automata stuff. That'd be cool.
That's some DLC for that. Or something.
Yeah.
That'd be good. I'm sure they're going to talk about some indie games too. Sony's always been a big supporter of indie games.
I think the biggest indie game thing will be Nintendo.
Well, that's probably true too. Well, let's just go into Nintendo then.
Let's just talk about Nintendo. The
Nintendo.
biggest part for us.
Sony and Nintendo are probably my biggest. That's what I'm caring the most about. So, I mean, if you had to break this down, Sony doesn't have to prove anything. This show, they could talk about whatever they want, and will probably still be fine.
Yeah.
Microsoft has to prove that they're still in this game at all.
Yeah.
Nintendo just has to keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nintendo doesn't have to prove anything. They just have to grab a bunch more people by the balls.
All they have to prove is that there's more coming. People are excited about this Switch. We've seen reports. There's been studies that people are more curious about the Switch than they are the PS4 Pro or the Scorpio. Which, if I was Microsoft, I'd just be like, well, crap. Like, what are we supposed to do? Anywho, Nintendo's show.
See, this is when you text me and said we're talking about E3 predictions. I thought Sony's easy. The thing that's going to be hard to talk about is Nintendo, because the things I would look forward to the most is a new Mario game or a new Zelda game.
Well, I think Odyssey is going to be a big part of their show.
I think so
If you
too.
want to call it a show.
I would hope they'll show some more stuff from Zelda DLC. I would hope.
Here's what I'm
but I
hoping.
don't
So my predictions for Nintendo. I think we're going to hear a big 3DS announcement, like a new game. I don't know about new IP, but a big game for 3DS.
Just throwing this out here. I don't know if I said this like when the Switch came out or anything. I may have said it on the channel at some point. I'm so happy that Monster Hunter is coming to the Switch.
Oh yeah, Monster
I'm
Hunter.
so happy.
We might see some of that. I think there's a big announcement for 3DS coming. They brought out the new 3DS, the new 2DS XL. They brought out that. I think it would be stupid for them to not have some sort of big announcement to follow that. I also think they need to talk about their online details. I think we'll see. I think we'll see something new from Splatoon.
I don't think they'll talk about that at their panel. I think that'll be a Treehouse thing.
You think so? Well, either way, they need to talk about it at some point in the show.
They definitely
I think
will.
we'll see some Splatoon, whether it's at the Treehouse or whatnot. I want to see something new from Splatoon, like the what was it called, Salmon Run or whatever.
Was that the Horde mode?
That's the Horde mode.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Give me at least 2 more of those or something.
Probably see some more ARMS stuff.
I don't need to see any more of ARMS. I hope they just let that come out.
Yeah,
they're gonna have the ARMS tournament during the conference, but I don't need to see any more.
I'd be
of ARMS.
okay with like just new IP. I love it when they make new IP.
I hope that we have a new Animal Crossing announcement. You know, it's been rumored about Animal Crossing coming to mobile.
Oh, yeah.
But I
would
hope
rather Switch.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. It's been rumored that this mobile game is going to link to a Switch Animal Crossing. I hope we hear about that at E3.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Oh, also, I almost
on Switch would just
almost freaking forgot about this. I predict they're going to announce Smash Brothers for the Switch. I'm expecting Brawl Deluxe or whatever.
4.
No. Just no. I'm talking like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'm talking about Smash Brothers from Wii U Deluxe.
Yeah.
I'm talking about just bringing it up, giving us all the DLC characters, maybe throwing in a couple of new ones, and it just be a port basically.
Maybe. I think
there have been some photos coming out. I actually probably have them on my phone, but
it's on our Twitter. I know. You retweeted.
Yeah, I've tweeted a couple. But yeah, I mean, it looks like normal Smash Brothers, just with some kind of newer level looking stuff. So I would not be surprised if they announced that.
The thing you retweeted was stuff from the 3DS game.
Oh, was it?
Because there was different stuff for 3DS and the Wii U.
I wouldn't be surprised if they announced Smash Brothers either way, though, because that's the next thing they need.
Yeah.
I mean, every system has had a Smash Brothers, a Mario Kart, a Mario Party, a Zelda.
A new Mario Party would be cool.
New Mario Party would be great. I don't think we're going to see that this E3.
Are we about to beat someone up?
I don't think we'll have another Mario Party announcement at E3.
Yeah.
That seems too far off. Do you think we'll hear about the Zelda mobile game that we've been talking about?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I would be interested to see some mobile announcements, some of their mobile games, even if it's just like, hey, this is coming, we don't know when, but...
Maybe I haven't even been following closely, but there hasn't been like anything from Mario Run or Miitomo.
Miitomo needs a drastic overhaul. Mario Run, every time something new happens, they'll usually do like, here's a shirt that's like Splatoon or Zelda themed or whatever. And they've done a couple announcements and changes and updates, but I haven't really gotten back into it or anything.
Yeah.
They need to talk about their online service for the Switch.
They'll have to.
They need to break that down.
You have to, Nintendo. You've got to.
I think we're gonna see a lot of Mario Odyssey though.
I think that's gonna be the big one.
That's gonna be the Zelda of last year. Not quite to that extent, but
and like with Zelda, how just drastically different it was. I'm pretty excited to see like what's gonna go on with Mario.
I don't think it's gonna be
too different. But
I could be wrong. They could be trying to make it drastically different, but I don't really expect them to change the formula too much. I think it'll have some innovative ideas and it'll be different. It'll be different in a sense that, you know, we got the hub world. It'll be a callback to Sunshine, which I look forward to. But I don't know. I don't think it's going to rework the whole system like Breath of the Wild did. I'd love for it to. I'd love to see something new from Nintendo. Well, folks, thanks for tuning in to another ChortleCast. Hope you've enjoyed hearing about us chat about all the E3 predictions. We want to hear your thoughts, though, so leave a comment. Let us know what you think about E3, our predictions. You think we're on the dot for any of these? Are you excited for some new IP announcements?
You think we're on crazy pills?
I'm definitely going to be on crazy pills after today with alarms going off and everything. But yeah, let us know. You can do that in several ways. If you're watching on YouTube, you're already at ChortleGames.com, and you can leave a comment on that video right there, and we'll get back to you because we like to comment back. Because we're nice like that.
We like talking to people that watch our things.
Yeah.
We want to freaking talk to you.
Yeah,
nobody
we really do,
us.
but no one talks to us.
If you talk
Other
to
than
us.
Lemon.
Yeah.
Lemon, we love you, man.
Lemon,
Don't know who you
thanks
are,
for
but we
talking to
love
us,
you.
Lemon.
You talk to us all the time, and we talk to you back. You can also, if you're listening to this on podcast services such as iTunes, you can leave us a nice little review and say these guys are on crazy pills, but they have some good things to say. And I like to listen to them talk.
I like to hear the alarms go off.
And Brody does a pretty cool intro every now and then.
Every now and then.
Do it again.
I don't even remember how it went now, honestly.
Dang it. No,
You'll have to...
I'll have to edit. I'll have to take that sound bite and just like throw it into everything.
Yeah.
You can also email us at chortlecast@gmail.com. You can let us know if you got a topic you want to hear us talk about revolving around games or anime or anything like that. We'd love to hear your thoughts on that and talk about that. You can also tweet us at ChortleGames, and we'll tweet you back.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We will. We'll tweet everyone back.
Well, I hope everyone has a great E3 conference. If you're at E3, congratulations. I hope you enjoy it and have a blast.
I hope all your E3 wishes come true.
Oh, man. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
What a wonderful line. Like I said, look forward to live streams. We're going to live stream Microsoft. We're going to live stream Sony. We're going to try to do some reaction videos to Nintendo. A lot of that just depends on our regular schedule that we will be maintaining. Mm-hmm. You can look forward to a Night in the Woods on Monday. After last week's episode, I'm sure you're anxious to find out what happens next. We go ghost hunting with B in a library, so that's very fun. And we kind of prep for some other things. We see Selmer's in a poetry, like her secret poetry meetings, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, should be good. Wednesday, I'm trying to think what it's going to be. I think it's going to be Clicker Heroes,
Okay.
which is this. It's now a mobile game. It's now a mobile game, but it's a horribly addictive free game on PlayStation that has basically taken over my life, and it's Brody's fault because he told me about it, and we played it for like 40 minutes. I don't know how long the video is going to be. I haven't edited it yet.
I feel like this video is just going to be 8 minutes.
I'm sure it will be, but just know that we played for a very long time, and it's stupid how much we played. And now that I've played it on my iPhone, it's just like we didn't go anywhere. We didn't really do anything. It was just kind of addictive. Anywho, so look forward to that. It should be pretty funny. And, of course, that next Friday, we will be talking all about the E3 announcements. I'm sure it will be a crazy podcast. Might have to break it down into a couple or something. I don't know.
Oh, God.
I don't know. Anywho, should be good. But that's it for this week.
Yeah.
Have fun at E3 and watching E3 wherever you are. Be sure to tweet us and let us know what you're thinking as you're watching the show. Any closing thoughts, Brody?
Still, I hope all your E3 wishes come true.
Well said. Beautifully said,
Thank
sir.
You. Thank you.
Beautifully said.